episode of Check Your Breath with Hot Toast Music Company. I'm Mr. Simon. If you haven't already watched our Breathe In, Breathe Out music video, go and do that first. Everything we talk about here will be connected to the lyrics and imagery in that video. Okay, here we go. Today we're going to be talking about making space for peace. Now, peace can be a complicated idea to describe. You can't always see it with your eyes or hold it in your hands, but you always know when it's there, and you definitely know when it's not. In that way, peace can feel a lot like the air. On one hand, it's completely invisible, and if you aren't thinking about it, you might even forget that it's there. On the other hand, hold your breath for a minute, and you will begin to appreciate how real it actually is. Just like air takes up space in our atmosphere, we need to make room within ourselves if we want to experience peace. Now, I'm going to give you 3 ideas for what this can look like. First, making space for peace can start with finding an actual spot you can go to where you feel peaceful. In the video, we were able to feel peaceful sitting on the floor of a large gymnasium with high ceilings and big windows letting in sunlight. Here, check it out. See, our senses are like windows into our feelings. A plain brown wall might evoke a different feeling than a big, bright blue sky. Sitting down next to a stinky pair of shoes will definitely make you feel differently than sitting next to your favorite candle or a garden full of flowers. Personally, the sound of the ocean makes me feel calm more than anything else. But I live in Oklahoma, so I can't be around the ocean all the time. So at my house, a lot of times we'll make peace forts out of pillows and blankets. Or if we're really needing to feel calm, we'll go for a walk outside or sit in our garden. Peace can look, sound, taste, smell, and feel so many different ways. You're the only one who can decide what the perfect peace spot for you is going to be. Now take just a second and reflect on the following questions. Where do you feel most peaceful? What's your favorite color? What smell is most comforting to you? What songs or types of music help you to feel calm? Think about it. The second way we need to make room for peace is by making space inside of our bodies. Just like anger and frustration and hurt feelings can get bigger over time and can feel really overwhelming, peace can grow too. In fact, peace takes up even more space than those other emotions. Next time you're having a hard time, pay attention to your body. See what happens. When we're bottling up or stuffing down big emotions, our muscles can become stiff and tense, and we almost become smaller. Our breaths become more shallow, and we don't get as much oxygen inside of us. Making room for peace in your body can be as simple as taking slow, deep breaths. When we do this, it expands our lungs so our body can take in more oxygen. It's that oxygen that relieves and loosens our muscles. And in a mysterious way, that simple act of breathing also makes room for your big emotions. Just like the lyric in our song says, take a breath in deep and you will feel peace from your head to your feet. Think about it this way. A sky filled with snowflakes never hurt anyone. But if you take 1 billion of them and smush them together in the small space between your hands, you end up with a snowball. Next time you feel like there's a snowball fight happening inside of you, take a deep breath and let in the sky. Now think about this question. What do your big emotions feel like when you have them? Are you a volcano, or a strong wind, or a roller coaster? Think about it. Lastly, but quite possibly most importantly, we need to make space for peace in our minds. Now, this is a tough one. Whether you realize it or not, your mind fills up really easily. And it fills up with these things called thoughts. And just because a thought pops into your head doesn't mean it's good for you or helpful in any way. But here's what's cool. You can choose what thoughts you let into your mind and what thoughts you boot out. It takes a lot of practice, but learning to think in a peaceful way can make you an unstoppable force for good in this world. There's a line in our song that says, think about someone you love. Thinking about the people that you feel safe around and who truly care about you is a great start to learning how to fill up your mind with peaceful thoughts. I love how my son Isaac puts it. He puts it way better than me every time. Here, check this out. You have big emotions just like me, but
every time I have big emotions, they are pretty big.
They're pretty big, they are. So what do you do? How do you calm yourself?
Well, one thing that I use to make face for being peace is like when you like take a deep breath and calm your body. Peace has room to slide between you guys, between our body, and you can relax and be peaceful. Right?
That made me feel peaceful just hearing you talk about that. So I've given you 3 ways you can make space for peace in your life. Now it's time for our Check Your Breath challenge. Your challenge this week is to practice making space in your senses, your body, and your mind for peace. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Get to that peaceful spot and spend those minutes taking deep, slow breaths in and out and clearing your mind of any kind of stressful thought. See how it makes you feel. And I'll see you next time on Check Your Breath with Hot Toast Music Company. Later.